So, from here, I've got a few words that I've been thinking about because that's how I tend to do games. I can't stop thinking about them. So I'm going to sort... Right, so now, in Caleb's belongings, they said that they found a pipe. So, there we go. We've got 2 videos we haven't seen yet. Let's find out more about this pipe.
Look, yeah, okay. I've been known to dabble. I somehow remember that. I do remember that. Couldn't tell you where, or when, or with whom, nothing like that. Must mean I dabble a little bit too much. We all have our vices. I don't ask you about yours. I don't feel like I'm on anything, okay? Maybe a little cloudy, but mostly clear-headed.
Well, we got some news in that department.
Uh-oh.
Toxicology came back in the pipe, tested positive for everything under the sun. The report looks like a friggin' rainbow.
It's not that serious, is it? Isn't it legal now?
What, you mean like hard drugs? No, still not legal.
It's one explanation for the amnesia you're experiencing.
We could throw those charges on there too. We're here to talk about murder though. What caused their deaths? How about you tell us that?
Interesting. Look, we're nearly at quarter evidence left. 25% probably.
Well, you're all over the news. They made a special edition just for you. Harold's calling it the worst crime in the town's history. You have a little legacy for you and your family. So proud.
I have no family. Plus, I didn't do that.
You know what? Maybe you were all messed up on drugs. That at the time you didn't know what you were doing. If you weren't in your right mind, people sympathize with that. Yeah, you had a bad trip, bro. It happens. Or maybe it was a thrill kill. You wanted to see what it was like. That experience. Everyone's pushed things too far sometimes. Things get out of control. It's understandable. You're human. Other people will see that if you tell them that.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, well, then did these kids say something to you before to make you angry? Everyone gets angry. I get angry all the time. Makes you want to shout at someone or something. I got so angry one time that I knocked my coffee mug right off the kitchen table.
Really?
It shattered. I know I scared my wife half to death. You see, you probably couldn't control that. It was out of control. That was terrible. And it's okay. Things happen. Especially when we're not in our right mind.
Again, it's not helping though, is it? That doesn't tell me anything. In my life. Swap kit. Ooh, okay. Did I type results? Nothing. Very difficult to find videos in this game. Interesting.
We ran a lot of the blood we found at the house already.
Really? That
Blood
quick?
matches the victim's type so far with no foreign blood identified. With Heather and the blood and the skin found underneath her nails, it's all coming back as AB negative.
AB negative? That's pretty rare around here, right?
Yeah, so I'm thinking with any suspects, we draw their blood, and if it comes back AB negative, we have our murder.
In theory, I guess. Can only do that if they're arrested. But it could be worth pursuing.
He is so detached. I don't understand this guy at all. Other than the fact that he looks like a hitman. AB negative. We have his blood work. What was his? AB positive. Isn't that interesting? Why are they saying that? Like, that's breakthrough. Is that not common practice?
In theory, I guess. Can only do that if they're arrested, but it could be worth pursuing.
Ah, dodgy as sin. Dodgy as sin. Okay, AB negative. Convenient, sir. Blood type.
What's my blood type? It's very thorough, you, Rick. They train you well.
Hey, I'm just doing my job.
Avoidance, answer the frickin' question. Lieutenant Colton.
Impressive. However, you'd already have it though. It's in my health forms from donkeys ago when I was in training.
Donkeys ago?
It's an expression. It means a long time ago. You forget how old I am.
Ah, so you were born donkeys ago. Oh yeah. Should have that here too.
But to answer your question, I'm B positive.
Ironic, because you aren't. You're not positive at
To
all.
answer your question, I'm B positive.
That's pretty rare, isn't it?
Be
A little
positive.
rare, yeah, but most places stock it though.
Be positive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. How accurate are these? I don't trust him. I'm sorry. I do not trust this guy whatsoever. He knows more than he's saying. Something is not right in his head. He was 24. Okay. In 59. Jeffrey. He looks like a Jeffrey. Colton, you've now taken the first step to being an active participant in your healthcare. These results are intended for informational purposes only. If you further questions or concerns regarding your results, please discuss with your healthcare provider when you actually get to reach them. Be positive, eh? So he was 24 in 83. Damn, Sam. Is there anything on this page that I can search? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wow. You're lucky. That's memorable. Was there another video that I didn't watch? There we go. Come on, Ruth. Come on, Ruth. Shine some light.
My blood type? That's a bit personal. I suppose the likes of you would like to know these.
The likes of you.
It's A positive, very common. I know. I'm quite the commoner.
So you wouldn't mind us drawing some blood to confirm?
Actually, I would mind.
So you're refusing?
No, I just can't be bothered.
Really? It would only take 2 seconds. We could scratch you off the list of suspects.
Oh, so I'm a suspect now. Ah, the truth finally comes out. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Under what pretense?
The victims only seem to encounter a few people in town.
Is there only a few people?
Look, Michael, if I were under arrest, you could poke me full of all the holes you've ever desired. However, I'm not.
Okay. Duly noted. You do not consent.
Shame when things are a bit more difficult, isn't it?
She's playing. I like it. Again, the police will find that suspicious, but I just find that common sense personally. Like, why do you could be innocent, and for some reason they would initially, like, the way that these police work at least, like, they're looking for anything. Do not put yourself in that position. I'm kind of with her on that one. Didn't even occur to me. Yeah, Ruth's a suspect. I got so attached to her character, I didn't think of her like that, but I suppose, yeah, she is. It's Hitman 47 again. Hello, sir.
Well, this town's been a time bomb for as long as I can remember. Not even surprised this has happened. Remember the looting in 52? 1952? That wasn't that long ago. I never could figure out who really was behind it all. Not like there were cameras around back then. Or the Orlando Jackson killing in 81? Weird stuff up on the rock? The list goes on. Bunch of loonies run around all over the place if you ask me.
Oh,
Look, it is.
I don't think Port Landsend is that bad. Come on.
How long have you lived here? This town is unique.
It's a blue-collar town, a vacation town. I'm sure every town has its dark spots here and there, or a secret.
Whatever you say.
Okay, numerous things. Do you remember that thing in 52? Do you, mate? Because you weren't born yet. You were born in 59, mate. He does not like this town, quite clearly.
Oh, well, this town's been a time bomb for as long as I can remember. Not even surprised this has happened. Remember the looting in 52? 1952? That wasn't that long ago.
Looting.
I never could figure out who really was behind it all. Not like there were cameras around back then. Or the Orlando Jackson killing in 81?
Orlando Jackson.
Weird stuff up on the rock? The list goes on. Bunch of loonies run around all over the place if you ask me.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think Port Landsend is that bad.
What is that tattoo?
How long have you lived here? This town is unique.
It's a blue-collar town, a vacation town. I'm sure every town has its dark spots here and there, or a secret.
Okay.
You say.
He is drawing attention to his tattoos. There is a reason, so we got to search tattoos.
I was born and raised here. I love my town.
Really?
We've got a lot of hard-working people out here. We got the retirement population and the vacationers, mostly. I became a cadet nearby while in college. Met some fine folks there. And now pushing retirement. Honestly, I don't know when I'll pull the trigger on actually retiring, though. I stay active and I'm proud of the work I've done here. Shame about some of the decisions the city has implemented, of course.
Such as?
They kind of let anything fly. Hell, we have a witchcraft store on Main. Excuse me. Spiritual shop.
So?
No idea how a store like that stays in business. Attracts all sorts. Anyway, I like to think the force keeps a good watch over everything and keeps things in check, you know.
I mean, to be fair, when Ruth was talking earlier, she was very proud of the fact that her father had all the land and sold it to people. She seemed very proud of that. Now, if it is a town and it stays in business, the town is famous for it. I'm just
I remember
saying.
what it was like growing up here. Sure. Imagine tree-lined streets, neighbors helping one another, town get-togethers, all the time downtown. Trips to the waterfront with the family, just a really special place to grow up, actually. Really happy people, and some of my fondest memories are from that time. We still have that to some degree, but it's different now. The internet, insularity, the world's become a bit more of a colder place. You can find the warmer pockets, though. We have to stay vigilant. Watch out for unwanted elements. Keep things nice. There's evil here. It's just hidden. But it's obviously here. Look at this last night.
Second time he said evil. I still don't get how that hat's attached. Pretty, I guess? I was going to search waterfront. There was another word he used, and I've forgotten it already. My brain. Damn it. Huh. Okay.
You know any witchcraft?
No. Not that I know of.
That's an odd response. Not that you know of.
He has...
We have some photos of you on file from your time in Minnesota when you were a teenager. In the 90s. Lots of dark clothes, not a lot of smiles. He had kind of a goth bad boy thing going on.
Okay.
That ended, right?
Yes.
Well, actually, it says under one of the hobbies your family listed out was magic. You know any magic tricks, Caleb?
No.
Oh, you remember that? Interesting. So if I had a hat right now, you can make a bunny hop out of it?
No. Look, I've done some stupid stuff in my past.
Past?
I've had phases where I was into certain stuff just like anyone else. Maybe I was into it in the past. Maybe I tried some stuff. Maybe it wasn't my thing. People change. Let them. Show me a person who's exactly the same as they were 5 years ago.
Maybe this, maybe that. That's why we're here. We're gonna find out how many of those maybes are maybe nots.
That was a weird...
Oh.
I was into it in the past.
Oh. So if I had a hat right now, you can bunny hop out of it?
He said stupid stuff. It went glitchy.
I've done some stupid stuff in my past.
Past?
I've had phases where I was into certain stuff just like anyone else. Maybe I was into it in the past. Maybe I tried some stuff. Maybe it wasn't my thing. People change. Let them. Show me a person who's exactly the same as they were 5 years ago.
Maybe this, maybe that. That's why we're here. We're gonna find out how many of those maybes are maybe nots. Dangling Rock. Our town's claim to fame.
Interesting.
To be fair, it's a beautiful part of the town near the waterfront. I think personally, one of the most beautiful natural landmarks on the West Coast, to be honest. It looks great from the water and you can walk right up to it. Of course, there's all that crap about it being some special sacred place or whatever. It's a big rock. We catch people there all hours. Most of the time it's just couples or kids being dumb or weird, but every once in a while it's some twacked out nut job thinking they're gonna talk to whatever two-bit deity they worship. It attracts all sorts. Well, I don't really go there anymore when I'm not on duty. Just can't stand the scene. We put up some new gates and signs, but people don't care. They just don't respect anything.
Do you think the people who go up there really believe?
I definitely think they do. That's what scares me. People believing everything they read or hear. When you talk to some of them, the lights are obviously on, but no one's on. We really should find out who spreads these ideas and stop them at the source. I remember one of the last time I saw my niece, God rest her soul. She drove up to mine in some van, said she was gonna go to some hippie festival down in the national park. Was with some guys and friends. That's how it starts. I think that's where she fell in love with the same crowd, believing in who knows what. And who knows? Maybe some of it is true. Evil. Pure evil.
Oh, she's taken offense to something.
Bite your tongue.
There we go.
I hope you're not implying that I'm associated with such mischief. Witchcraft is for the young.
You do have a reputation amongst the kids in town.
Oh, I've heard them too, calling me all sorts of names. Incredibly disrespectful, the youth of today.
What sort of names do they call you?
I don't pay much attention, they're just kids. The worst is hearing it from older people, who should know better. This and that Biddy, Mrs. Death, everything you can think of, I've heard them all. Like I said, I don't pay them much attention.
You can imagine their thinking. With the store, and I thought your type didn't mind being called that.
Such broad strokes we're painted with. Phooey.
So what, you're offended?
Give me some credit.
All right. You're not a witch. Not offended.
Sure. Okay. Honestly, it's good for business. Whether they say anything negative or positive, she's still making money from it. If it's not because they're coming to the area because of the situations going on and the beliefs that are surrounding it, they go to her store because they hear of Mrs. Death. It works for her. Is that motive? Who knows?